Hello my dear friend, welcome back to my channel Sapna Raghuvanshi. Tell me guys, how are you? I hope that you are very fit and fine. And yes guys, if I say about myself, I am also good today. And you know very well that I am always presenting here with beautiful motivational story to motivate you to speak English just like me. If I can speak, so why can't you, my dear friend? So please, from now on, don't try to get yourself demotivated, disappointed that you are not able to speak English. If you are a very beginner, you can speak English, guys. And yes, if I can speak, so why can't you? You can also speak English fluently and effortlessly. But yes, guys, you have to do something for it. Some people used to do mirror practice in initial day, means talking to ourselves in mirror. So it's also good method. But yes guys, if I say about myself, I never applied this method, means mirror practice. Whenever I start my journey, I started from motivational English storytelling. But yes guys, if you are comfortable in mirror practice, you can continue your English speaking with the mirror practice. And yes guys, it will definitely help you, means in which method you are comfortable, try to apply that method to speak English. But yes guys, just try to search excuse to speak English. Don't delay your practice on tomorrow or any day for any right time, because your right time is today and right now. So let's speak English with the help of motivational story. And yes guys, today my story is based on very essential and very beautiful topic, and it's one of my favorite word, honesty. Because you also know very well guys that in this world how much honesty is important for human beings. Means being an honest person is essential for all. So let's start story. Actually, once upon a time there was a king, and one day the king there's a problem guys. Actually, the king had a big empire, and the king didn't have any son. So one day he started taking tension about his big empire, great empire, like after me who will take care of my empire, my kingdom. So when he started noticing that okay, I am growing old now and I need a successor to take care of my kingdom. So with this thinking, he decided to choose any honest person for making him his successor. So with this thought, he called all the youth of his nation one day to choose an honest successor. And the king was very wise person, so he had a great plan to test honesty of youth. So he provided a seed. A seed means to each youth presented there, and told them, just take this seed and just go to your home and come back after 1 year. Just plant this seed and just take care of it, and after 1 year when the seed will grow, so then come again to my palace, and then I will decide like whom I will choose as my successor, and of course on the basis of your seed grow. So that time all the youth went from there, and after going their home, they all excitedly, enthusiastically, means they planted the seed in a flower pot, in a pot. And after 1 month, means when 1 month passed, so all the youth started talking about the plant, like how beautiful, how tremendously my plant is growing, and it is converting in a beautiful plant or in a beautiful flower and all. And yes guys, there's also a man who was very bothered, who was very worried, and he was completely bothered himself for this, because his plant was not growing, and he tried his level best to grow his plant, to make his plant grow. But yes guys, his plant didn't sprout even, and he was very worried about it. And when he listened all the youth talking about their plant, like how their plants are growing beautifully. So after listening all these things, he started making himself bothered very much. So after 1 year, when it's time to come to king palace again, so after 1 year, all the young youth, means with their flower pot, they went to king's kingdom. And when they all gathered there, they all, means, started talking about their different seeds and plants and flowers. And that time, the young man whose plant didn't sprout even, so he was means he decided not to go to king palace, because he thought like, what will I show to king, because my plant didn't grow, didn't sprout even. So that time, but his mother insisted him to go. Okay, if his plant doesn't his plant didn't grow, it doesn't matter, at least he tried his level best to make it grow. So he said to his son, like, my son, you should go, because at least you can show king your effort, that you put your best effort to make this plant grow. But if it didn't grow and didn't sprout, so it's not your fault. So my dear son, you just go. So after being insisted with his by his mother, he also went to king place. And after going there, he started taking so much tension, because by watching all the plants and all the flowers of different flowers, beautiful flowers and plants from different pot, so he started taking so much tension there. But and after looking at his empty flower pot, all the youth started laughing loudly and making him feel embarrassed also. And of course, guys, that time that boy felt very much embarrassed there. But yes, and he also tried to hide himself behind all the youth. And when the king finally came to see all plants, all this that how much their seed grow, so means that time that young man hide, means he hide himself behind them. So when the king started taking round and watching all the plants, beautiful flowers and plants in the flower pot, so that time the king noticed the empty pot behind all flower pot. And also the man who started who wanted to hide himself. So the king noticed, and that time the king held his hand and make him come out. And then ordered his servant to take the boy to my throne. So that time the boy was completely afraid, like, what will king do with me, because he thought that king became angry by watching my empty pot. So that time he was completely shocked and afraid. But yes, when he was being brought by king's servant, king's guard, to the king, so that time the king held his hand again, and by standing him in front of his throne, and the king held his hand and then raised his hand up and said, behold everyone, look here and meet my new successor, my future successor. So by listening, after listening king's word, after listening this sentence from king's mouth, all the youth and all the people presented there, they all were completely astonished. They were completely shocked, like, what is going on here. So that time that boy, the young boy, was also shocked, was also numb that time. But yes, soon king declared all the things, all the king cleared all the confusion. And the king said, my dear youth, I want to tell you all, I want to make you understand something, that I actually wanted to test your honesty. And the seed that I had provided you before a year ago, the seed that which I had provided you a year ago. So I think you didn't notice that seed, because that seeds were boiled, because I deliberately provided you boiled seed, and all seeds were unable to grow. So after, and you all you all brought different plants and flowers to my kingdom. And of course I know very well that this is not the real seed, the real plant of my seed, because my seed were completely unable to grow because it were boiled. It means that you all are dishonest, and there's only one honest man, and this man is here. So that time all the dishonest youth completely felt ashamed, because yes guys, they all did dishonesty with, they all tried to do the dishonesty with king. Because, and yes guys, that young man was very honest, and he always worried about seed, that I'm doing my best effort to make it grow, I'm planting, I'm watering it daily, then why my seed are not growing. But the reality was something else, and we know very well now, we come to know that what was reality. Reality was that seed was boiled. So after this, of course, the younger boy became very happy, and the king also became very happy by getting a new and honest successor for his kingdom and for his great empire. So yes guys, if we relate this story to our real life, so we always find in our life that there are so many people in the world. If means I don't want to say anyone like anyone is dishonest in the world, but yes guys, I want to say, I want to relate this story only to our real life, that in our real life we also notice that if we are honest to our work, to our family, to means anything, with anything. So if we are honest in the case, we don't need to worry about any consequences. If we do our work always with honesty, with full dedication, so in that case we don't need to feel afraid, or we don't need to feel worried about the future, about any consequences. And yes guys, if somewhere we do dishonesty, so of course we feel afraid about the consequences, about the result. So my dear friend, and I want to tell you all, so always we should always try to be an honest person, not with our work only, always with our family, with our parents, means with our family, relation, friends, and with our work. We should always be honest, and being honest, we can receive reward also. And yes guys, if you do your any work with honesty, so definitely you will be rewarded. If not by someone, so definitely my friend, by God. You will be definitely rewarded by God, because God always loves honest person. We know very well this fact. So in our life we should always, and in the story we all also noticed that the young man, means he was rewarded by the king just because of his honesty. So in our real life we will also be rewarded for our honesty. So my dear friend, I think I should say bye, and please don't forget to continue your speaking practice by applying any method. If you are comfortable in mirror practice, so try to do mirror practice. And if you are comfortable to self-talk videos, so try to make your self-talk video. And if you are comfortable to tell a story just like me, so try to apply this method. But yes guys, try to do something. Don't be procrastinate about your English speaking. Okay, just start your speaking practice right now, right away. Okay, bye bye dear friend, and take care.